If you've started growing your YouTube channel, I'm sure you've asked yourself the question, how do I get momentum on YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about what I've been doing to get momentum on my YouTube channel and the results I've been getting so far. Make sure you watch until the very end of the video. Welcome to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. I'm Jonathan. I'm here to help you find the tools to build an income online. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified every time new videos go live. I can honestly say that starting a YouTube channel was one of the things that I made the most excuses not to do. I'm not comfortable on camera. I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't know what to talk about. A lot more, obviously, but do you know what all those are? Like I said before, excuses. Now, I'm not gonna try and paint some kind of pretty image that YouTube is easy. It does take a lot of hard work, but the reward at the end is beyond worth it. I posted my first video on this channel in February of 2020, but if you look at when I started my channel, it was actually in December of 2019, 3 months earlier. I procrastinated for 3 months before I was ready to post my first video. Don't do that. I was dumb. Don't do what I did. Learn from my mistakes. This wasn't even my first YouTube channel. For me, when I started really focusing on what YouTube really is, I started to see more traction. YouTube is not a social network. Yes, you're social on YouTube, but YouTube is closer to Google than it is to something like Facebook. And YouTube is actually owned by Google. I started focusing on the questions that were already being asked. Those questions ended up becoming my keywords. And keyword research is so important. Don't skip over it. Yes, some videos still do better than others, but I basically started working backwards and it changed everything for me. Once I made that mental shift, I started seeing momentum. Now you may be looking at my channel and saying it's still small, because it is, at least at the time that I'm making this video. But I've seen more growth in the past month than I have in every month prior, combined. You may be saying that this might just be some kind of like off month, but I've actually seen daily compounding increases in everything. So the main takeaway from this is that the results are compounding. And if you don't fully understand the power of compounding, I feel like my good friend Albert Einstein said it the best: compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. He was referring to compound interest, but the same principle applies here. If you get value out of these videos, make sure that you like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified every time that I upload a new video. So I'm just gonna give you a quick little walkthrough of a few different things that I've been doing to help make sure that I keep that momentum. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is just make sure that you're doing your keyword research and figure out what your competition's doing, and just kind of find out the questions that other people are doing. Don't feel bad if you see somebody else that has made a video and you're like, hey, I really wish that I thought of that, because you could make the video too. It has nothing to do with that person, because your audience isn't necessarily watching that other person, and you're gonna deliver that content in a different way than that person is. And the thing is, like, I guarantee that there's some people that will learn better from me than from somebody else. And I guarantee that there's other people that can't learn a thing from me that will learn better from somebody else. And that's why that person is right for that person. So for basic keyword research, you can find longer string keywords. It's very simple. I just recommend using the YouTube search bar, and you type in, for instance, if I was gonna do momentum, YouTube momentum, I could type YouTube. There it is, it's the 4th one down. But obviously that's not gonna be the best search term, because it's gonna be crowded, a lot of people, you're probably gonna end up way down below. So if you put an underscore or dash, you can get different things if there's a longer string. You could also do that at the end. So if I was to search for YouTube momentum, then I could basically put my main keyword, and I could even search, okay, YouTube momentum apps. That's something that I can look into. And then you just dive deeper into a keyword, and then you research and see if it's gonna be one that's good for you. There's also other tools like VIDIQ, TubeBuddy, Morning Fame. And these are all good tools that can help you find your keywords and make sure that you're doing it all correctly. And just a little side note, it's never 100% guaranteed. There's always the chance that, you know, your keyword isn't gonna work out, and that's why you can't focus so much on just one video. I have videos that have done ridiculously well, and I have some that I've gotten like 5 10 views on it, and it's just like, I just have to move on. So I'm just gonna show you just a little bit in my YouTube studio just so you can get an idea of what's going on. And I'm gonna go to the analytics. So this is what I wanted to show you. The reason why I'm making this video right now is because I hit 5,000 views the other day, and that's a pretty big milestone. And I also hit 200 subscribers, which was a pretty big milestone. I found it actually much easier to get my first 100 subscribers than my second, which, you know what, I'm focusing on growing the content, and the subscribers will come as long as I'm delivering value. One of the things I wanted to show you is, like, just the other day, my average watch time in a 28-day period said 85. That may not seem like that much, but in the course of, I think it was 5 days, that I remember it saying about, it's gone up average of 10 additional watch hours in the last 5 days in a 28-day period. So what that means is that every single time and it's going up faster each day. So one day it was like, 30 minutes, and then, so I'm hitting that point with my channel right now where my watch hours are kind of hitting momentum, or it's gonna take off soon, because the thing that people don't really realize, and I see this as like a big thing in their mind, is that they don't think about the fact that all your older videos are still getting views. And potentially one of them might also hit the algorithm and take off. So if your older videos are getting views, and then potentially one of those might become an outlier and take off, and then your newer videos are getting views, those old ones are still getting views, and then your new one is added into the mix. So you get those initial views, and then that one will continue to get views. So maybe you're saying, I'm only getting a couple hours of watch time a day, but that couple hours is going to turn into an additional hour, and then next thing you know, you're getting 5 hours a day, then 10 hours a day, and then 100 hours a day, and then who knows, maybe we can get to the point where you're making like thousands. But point is, it compounds and grows. I already did 2 milestone videos, one when I hit 500 views, one when I hit 1,000 views and 100 subscribers, and now I've hit 200 subscribers and 5,000 views, which actually at this point I'm closer to like 5,200 views, because I hit it yesterday and I'm recording this the following day. But I guess the point that I'm trying to get at is that it took me 2 months to get those first 500 views, and then I did the second video less than 2 weeks later. Now, yeah, it took me another month and change to get up to 5,000, but I've noticed so much more in the last month that it's growing faster, and I'm sure that I'm gonna hit 10,000 way faster. So I think that the biggest takeaway is just to start, do your research, make sure that you know your audience, know what the people that are searching for you and that are subscribed to you are looking for, and deliver. It's like, always focus on value. If you can't deliver value of some sort, then I'd say just skip the video. It doesn't have to be like some sort of like fine-tuned, beautiful, polished video. It doesn't have to have, the perfect background. I'm not the biggest fan of my current background, but it's a matter of necessity. I'm not at home, I'm recording my videos, I'm doing the best that I can, but I'm focusing on delivering valuable content. And if you do the same, you'll also have similar results. And one last thing that you could do to like gain momentum is, like I said, you're delivering on what people already want. You find kind of your niche that you're focusing on, who your target audience is, and then you could start making more and more videos that are relevant to that audience. For instance, I focus on a lot of YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook organic methods, and I do some tutorials on things like Canva, but they're all related to ways that you could use them for Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. Those are my main platforms that I focus on. This first one is just about a tool that I personally use and recommend because I like it, called Multiple Tools for Facebook. At the time of this video, I believe it's $10 to get. I'll put a link to this video in the description. I highly recommend this tool if you're doing Facebook marketing, and it's the most affordable one that I've been able to find, and obviously other people. This video, if I go dive into it, I can actually see, when I look at reach, most of these videos right here are all made by the creator of this tool, and my video is being recommended because I did good SEO, I wrote a good description, I had a good title, a good keyword, and I keep on getting recommended because of the videos, suggested videos by the creator of that. And that's one of the things, you hit a couple videos like that and you will hit momentum. It doesn't take a lot of videos getting a lot of views, it just takes a few getting a lot of views. So I recently made this other video, top free extensions for marketing. So that one, it talks about Chrome extensions. This other tool is a Chrome extension and it has a free version, so I was able to include that in there. And this one's more recent and it's already starting to grow because it's similar keywords, and I'm sure that this one is going to catch up because I found a video that did really well and I focused on that one to make more content. I'm actually delivering more content that is based around the content that my audience is already asking for. You can learn from my successes and failures, but just remember, YouTube takes time. Sometimes it takes people years to get monetized. But don't forget about email marketing, affiliate marketing, joint venture deals, and much more that you can use to make money on your channel before it gets monetized, if that's your goal. So don't get discouraged. It took me 2 months to get my first 500 views, and then 2 weeks to get my next 500 views after that. You will hit momentum. You won't know when it's going to happen, but stick with it and it will happen for you. I hope you got some value from taking a look at what I've been doing on my YouTube channel. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, your next stop should be my YouTube growth playlist. Every YouTube growth tip and trick that I find will be on that playlist, so make sure to check it out in the description. What other tips and tricks do you use to get YouTube momentum? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.